Is a big XRP crash right around the corner? In this video, I want to talk about that and share with you a very interesting chart at the end of the video that might actually convince you that is going to happen. Guys, make sure to stick around for that. You are not going to want to miss it. I also want to talk about something extremely exciting though. Guys, I believe right now we are watching the beginning of what the next generation financial system is going to look like. In this video, I want to piece that together for you and really show you how Ripple and XRP are already playing an integral part in building this. Guys, make sure to stick around for this whole thing. You are not going to want to miss it. Like always, your support means so much to this channel. Thank you to everyone who takes the time to like these videos and subscribe to the channel. These two simple things really do help me out so much. Also, if you ever need a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out my favorite exchange Uphold down in the description of this video. With that said, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. I'll start this video off with some really exciting news because people keep asking me, Mickle, when are we going to see the XRP ETF? First, we started seeing the filings come through. Then we saw the exchanges start saying, hey, we are going to list these things if approved. Then we saw the SEC actually acknowledging these things and saying, okay, yeah, we see these things. We see that you are calling XRP a commodity here. We acknowledge that. But one of the things we were yet to see is like, what is the date? Like, what is the timeline? When does the SEC actually approve or reject these things? Well, guys, we just got our first one today. Take a look at this. This is actually the Grayscale XRP ETF filing. And what we now know is the latest we will have a decision on this. Like I said, the latest is October 18th. Now, in my opinion, that's not bad at all. That means XRP ETF this year, in my opinion. Now, technically, the SEC could deny this. I think there's about a 1% chance that they actually do deny this. But if the SEC is to actually approve this application right here, what we are going to get is the SEC is acknowledging and admitting that XRP is a commodity, and we will also have the first ever XRP ETF trading on the market. In my opinion, this will bring billions of dollars of inflow into XRP. And this isn't going to be the only XRP ETF going live. We are going to see probably 10 to 15 more of these XRP ETF filed over the next month and a half. We are going to watch a tidal wave of ETF applications for XRP because what people are noticing right now, this was shown in the Coinbase earning report, this was shown in all the polls being done on X, is the frenzy to get XRP before you're too late is absolutely taking off. I believe we are going to see the approval of an XRP ETF, and I think it's going to be a lot sooner than the October 18th date listed for the SEC's final date of approval. I think what we're likely going to see is we are going to see probably in the next month or two, the SEC versus Ripple case completely ended. Paul Adkins will likely be at the SEC in the next week or two. After that, he will be able to sit down and really take a look at these cases from the inside out, make the decision that first the case needs to be paused and then either outright dismissed or settled. At this point, essentially every financial institution in the United States will have the green light to start working with Ripple. I don't think we're going to instantly start seeing products going live. I think a lot of these institutions still need more clarity. But the reason I know it's coming is because we are already seeing other countries starting to step into the mix. The other day, we saw that we actually had a massive bank in Brazil who handles more than 30% of the FX volume actually launched their own stablecoin, a Brazilian real stablecoin on the XRP ledger. Now, guys, this was very exciting on its own because for such a long time, people were saying banks don't use XRP, banks don't use XRP. And what we see is time after time, banks using XRP. It's so funny to me. People just fail to look at what is being put right in front of their face. Bank after bank saying they're working with Ripple, they're working with the XRP ledger, they're creating the next generation of products. And in my opinion, this is just the start. Take a look at what got released earlier today. The European Central Bank looks to create a blockchain-based payment system. Now, on itself, this is extremely bullish. Whether or not this is part of the XRP ledger, whether it's linked to the XRP ledger, whether it's directly on the XRP ledger, personally, I don't think it matters. All of these central banks moving to blockchain systems is a massive validation that this is the future of money. The biggest risk to cryptocurrencies and assets like XRP is not Bitcoin. It's not something coming and replacing XRP. These are not even risk factors. XRP is clearly distinguished in the market. It's not even close. The biggest risk was some other new technology was going to come along and it was going to be just as good as cryptocurrency, just as good as blockchain. And people are going to say, oh, blockchain was cool, but it never really lived up to its potential. We're just going to use this new technology, right? That is slowly becoming a non-existent issue. What we are seeing is the largest central banks, the biggest money in the world, the quadrillions and trillions of dollars is saying, hey, we need our blockchain system ASAP. We are falling behind. The next generation financial system is here, and we are building to that system, which is built on blockchain technology. All of these systems are going to have to interoperate, and that is exactly where XRP plays its role. Now, funny enough, I do think there's a potential that Ripple and XRP are heavily involved here, and I don't think it's a lot of speculation. Ripple has been all over the Digital Euro Association. They have been meeting with the Central Bank of Europe for an extremely long time. And what we have seen is there are a lot of deep connections. This is not some new thing. This is not something where they're saying, oh, let's just maybe take a look at this XRP thing, right? Maybe that's interesting. This has been going on since 2021. Take a look at this article. Note, France's central bank has openly discussed Ripple and XRP as a possible platform for Europe's central digital currency. So these are not new concepts to these people. These people have been working on these things for a very long time. Now, during that time period, the XRP community was all over it, right? We were saying, oh my God, they're already researching this stuff. They're already meeting with Ripple. They already have the pilots. They're already talking about XRP. And everyone else just said, this is crazy speculation. That's not happening. You guys are crazy. You're making this up. These aren't real documents, blah, 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 blah. But we have known this entire time these things are happening. One of the things I have been talking about for the last year and a half is the fact that despite these things were happening in the background, you need clear rules and regulations in order to do it. You can't just go do it. Things need to be done beforehand. But what all these financial institutions are waking up to now is that it is go time in the United States. The United States is about to come online. And if they don't get ahead of the curve, they are going to be left behind. All the smaller countries are coming in right now and saying, hey, we need to get ahead of this. We need to be the first to do it. We need to make sure that we are part of this next generation financial system. And that's why you are going to see over the next couple months an explosion of countries all over the world looking to create blockchain systems and products. And I believe the XRP ledger is going to benefit most from this. Now, guys, when it comes to what this new financial system is going to look like, I just thought this was a great diagram. Look, this is completely overly simplified, but I think what you're seeing right now is the future. We are going to see all these different tokenized currencies all attached to the XRP ledger, and XRP is going to be the central liquidity for it all. All of these governments, all of these banks are going to tokenize their assets on the XRP ledger, and XRP is going to be that central liquidity. Now, do the assets need to be directly tokenized on the ledger itself? No, absolutely not. Even if it's on a completely different Ethereum sidechain or something like that, it can still interoperate with the XRP ledger. I think most of these big banks are actually going to have their own private chains, but a private chain is a walled garden. You need a decentralized open protocol to link the walled gardens. All of these different assets surrounding XRP, these can all be private blockchains. They can also be public stablecoins on the XRP ledger. It doesn't matter. You still need liquidity in the middle, and XRP serves as that perfect decentralized neutral liquidity to link the entire system. And look at how much more simple it is than essentially the United States building to Japan, building to this country, building to that country, building to the next one, building to the next one, building to the next one, and then that country doing the same process all over and over again, and then that country building to all those other ones all over again. No, it makes no sense. You just hook up to the XRP ledger and you are instantaneously liquid to everyone else in the system. It is a game changer. It completely revolutionizes the way we do business. And this has been Ripple's goal for XRP since day one. Now, I know a lot of people are probably freaking out right now. What's the crash? What's the crash? What's the crash? What are you looking at? What do the charts look like? Well, guys, take a look at this. I do think this is looking like a massive crash for XRP. Take a look at this chart right here. What you can see right here is that XRP is really hitting its critical support line. Take a look at this. XRP has reached its resistance from back in 2018, back in 2021, and it looks like it's about to fall out the bottom right here and go on a huge massive parabolic crash downwards. Guys, obviously, this is a joke for anyone who didn't pick up. This is the XRP inverted price chart, meaning they took the XRP price chart, flipped it upside down. So obviously, if XRP fell out of this structure, this would be XRP appreciating to higher and higher prices. I know probably took a lot of you, maybe made a couple of you concerned. Overall, I just think it's fascinating to look at some of these inverted charts. I think sometimes we look at the grand scheme of XRP, right? We see how parabolic it looks like it's going to go, how good it looks, and we say, you know what, maybe this is just my bias. Maybe I just want XRP to do this so badly, I can't stop looking at this chart as bullish. Well, guys, I think it's really fun sometimes to just take things and invert it, take a look at what it would look like in the bearish scenario. And I don't think it takes much of a TA expert to look at this and say, this thing is ready to drop like a rock and fall all the way down to brand new all-time highs. I know it's kind of a crazy thing to wrap your head around. If you're still not paying attention or still not understanding this, just pause the video, go zoom in, take a look at what this really is. It's just the XRP price chart flipped upside down. I think it's a great way to get rid of your own bias to the upside, get rid of your own bullish bias, and just take a look at, hey, does this continue to look the same way when we flip it around? And I think what we're seeing is that this chart looks primed for its next big move. Guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed this update. And for now, Mickle out.